Welcome back to the Michigan Business Bee, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, and we are coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. And we're going to stay in the neighborhood, actually, because that's where the State Chamber of Commerce is headquartered, right here in Lansing, Michigan. We have with us Becky Burtka. She's the Vice President of Member Engagement. Becky, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm great, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Let's give everybody a quick reminder of the Michigan Chamber, what you are, what you do.
Yeah, Michigan Chamber is the leading voice of business in the state. We've been recognized as that for 20 years running. So, we're here, we're lobbying on behalf of businesses at the Capitol, but I primarily work on the Michigan Chamber Foundation, and we do a lot of good work through civic leadership, female leadership, and workforce development. So we are just a full business one-stop shop. If you need something when it comes to advocacy, education, resources, we're here for you.
Well, listen, your advocacy, like you say, number one, voted by all the lobbyists and certainly all the legislators. So you do a great job representing business in the state of Michigan. Let's talk a little bit about the National Civics Bee and what that is.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that's very near and dear to my heart. It's a partnership with the Civic Trust and the U.S. Chamber Foundation, but it is aimed at sixth, seventh, and eighth graders from private, public, charter schools, you name it. Homeschoolers can join as long as they're in that age range. And it's what you would think of spelling bee-esque sort of project here, where we have students competing in multiple choice questions and answers, some pretty tough questions, if I'm not going to lie. But it starts with students writing an essay about an issue that they see in their community, and then how they would use civic engagement to solve that issue. The example I love to use is a girl from Iowa wrote an essay about how she would put a bike lane in her neighborhood because her family liked to ride their bikes to the grocery store. So how would she engage the city to make that happen? So it's kind of cool to see, government and just the world through middle schoolers' eyes and what they think the issues are, and then how they would solve them. So it really inspires that creativity in them, and it gives them an opportunity to compete at local rounds, the state round, which is what we host, and then our state winner gets sent off to Washington, D.C. For a chance to win $100,000. So we're not talking about small apples here.
Wow. Okay, so I don't remember elementary education being in your mission statement there at the chamber. How did you get involved and why? Why is it so important?
Well, I think civic participation is what's so important. And what we found is that about 70% of Americans fail a basic civic literacy test. So when we started seeing some of those trends, we realized that, the foundation really is rooted in leadership, finding your voice, that engagement. And, if we can be a part of that, if we can use business voice for that and engage middle schoolers, which we know is also engaging their nuclear family, their moms, their dads, their siblings, and we're bringing them along and exposing them to finding their voice and bringing up those next generation of leaders that could be business leaders, right?
So listen, how successful has Michigan been with this program?
Well, 2025 was our second year, and we were the highest recruiting state in the country. So we pat ourselves on the back for that. We had over 700 students participating in Michigan across all of our local rounds. But I think what we find as a measure of success is how engaged the students are and what the students look like when they come to the state competition, and then the students that we send off to the national competition. And the two students that we've had have been just exceptional. I don't think there's another word to describe it. The way they grow and how they view that leadership. Evan, our winner in 2024, and Ashley, our winner in 2025, were both very different at the state competition than they are, now when they're engaging with our new students and mentoring them as they get ready to go off to DC.
All right, so I mean, I'm even sensing your enthusiasm for this program. Tell me about 2026. What are you envisioning?
Yeah, this is going to be huge. It is the semi-quincentennial. So we're celebrating the 250th birth of our nation, and we're making sure that that is reflected in the program that we offer this year. So we expect, high recruiting again, and we're going to try to keep ourselves as the #1 recruiting state in the country. We have all 50 states participating. So it's going to be a big feat, but we're excited to really bring that historic piece of our nation's history
Excellent.
into what we're looking at the Capitol.
Awesome stuff. Well, continued good luck, and I hope 26 turns out to be all you imagined.
Thank you so much. And anyone who's listening and wants to get involved, they can find us on our website, michamber.com/civicsbee, and get involved, whether it's your student or a grandchild or a neighbor. We want all these students to know that they are the next leaders and that they can use their voice for change.
Well, Becky Burtka, thank you so much, Vice President of Member Engagement. And thank you, too, for co-hosting a show we have on female leadership here on the Michigan Business Network. Good to spend time with you, Becky.
Thanks so much for having me, Chris.
You have been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, and we will be back with more.